Bulgaria, an unknown golden interest. Now, many of you may know the name, but may confuse the country's location as being Middle Eastern. It is in fact not. It's European, located on the northeastern corner of Turkey. Recognized by the United Nations as having 9 locations on UNESCO World Heritage Site, Bulgaria possesses subtle yet remarkable people and points of interest. Today, on a trip to wherever you may be going, whether it be someplace important like the mall or a Justin Bieber concert, you may deem it necessary to get a soda at some location in between the two. To give you kind of a spatial understanding of where Bulgaria is at, maybe let's transport ourselves back to the Han Dynasty in 100 BC, and we're part of the Silk Road trade. In between Eastern Europe and China, right smack dab in the middle, is Bulgaria. So Bulgaria is our pit stop. Today, with Bulgaria being at the crux of travel, it has many historical, cultural importance and attractions based upon that geographic location. Today's discussion will illuminate understanding of its people, practices, destinations to remember, and interesting facts you may not know. With Middle Eastern upheaval constantly in balance, it may be important to understand places like Bulgaria because of its influence to the region. With an understanding of those people in the region, it may be better, easier to create amends and a middle ground for these conflicts going on. Established papers like Huffington Post and USA Today contribute Bulgaria to a picture of importance, affordability, and attraction. Huffington Post recently reported 10 interesting facts about Bulgaria that you may not know, one of them being that it is a golden treasure trove. It has the oldest cache of gold pieces obtained. It has over some 3,000 pieces. This is located in Varna, Bulgaria, next to the Black Sea. Also, on a sweet note, Bulgaria produces 85% of the world's rose oil population, so keeps you smelling good. There is one thing you need to be aware of if you do visit Bulgaria is cultural misunderstanding of the head nod. Over there, this dates back all the way to the times of the Ottoman Empire. A head nod up and down can mean a negative agreement. Now, that doesn't mean you agree, so you need to watch yourself if you're ever buying anything in this situation with an old man haggler. To better understand its beautiful people and seemingly backward mannerisms like the head nod, it might be good to have a cultural understanding of Bulgaria's population dynamics and beliefs. 85% of the country is Eastern Orthodox Christianity. This becomes interesting when you take into note that around the 9th century, two saints, brother Saints Cyril and Methodius, created the Cyrillic language. Cyrillic language is important because it's the basis of just about most of the languages used in the modern world. Also, accompanying the Eastern Orthodox Christianity is coal walking. And coal walking is exactly what it appears to be. These people will go inside a church and be in a trance and a seance for a couple hours, several hours, and then come out with a statue of St. Helena and Constantine, which on the 21st of May, this coal walking symbolizes a rebirth. So with this icon, they will travel out among these hot coals and walk on them. Supposedly there's no burnt feet or anything reported. I doubt anybody would fess up to that. Also, something to note is the Lotta event they participate in. This is where young maidens will put up a prayer to Lotta, the goddess of family, love, and life, to find an eligible suitor. To me, it just seems like a nice way, a religious way of saying that she's not interested. Even with worldly importance and cultural contributions, the beauty and affordability of Bulgaria or make this country a European jewel and sight to see. As mentioned earlier, it contains 9 UNESCO World Heritage Sites, Pera National Park being one of them. This is a beautiful, wide open expanse with mountain ranges in the background and costs nothing to visit. Along with that, Bulgaria itself, even the capital, can be a cheap and experienced time. As cited by USA Today, An expensive night out, if you will, in Sofia at a four-star hotel is under $100. House bottle wine is $40, and a cab ride is about $1 a mile, which comparatively to U.S. city like New York City is much cheaper. In closing, let me say a few more fundamental things about Bulgaria and its customs. It is important to remember Bulgaria now because of its cultural and trade importance, rose oil production, 85% of it, and then because the location is a pit stop in the Silk Road trade in the Han Dynasty. Modern influences, however, can be seen in the language, along with Cyrillic advancement and, if you will, the evolution of the language, along with beautiful sights to see and a few strange customs. With a golden gem of documented World Heritage locations and the oldest cache of gold, period, Bulgaria is an unknown wonder and gem of Europe and begs to be seen.